Hey everyone, it's me again, and it's another nap time with Erin. I also finally get to wear this shirt unironically. And it is for me December 1st, which means of course it's time for a November favorites video. First up is this candle. It is from Bath & Body Works and it is chestnut and clove. And it smells absolutely incredible. Whenever I light it, even if I don't leave my door open, my mom will like peek her head in and be like, why does the upstairs smell so amazing? And I'm like, it's because of this baby. For clothes this month, I have this shirt. I got it in Lyon, actually. And it is a representation of all the Hogwarts houses, so of course I love it. Also for clothes this month, even though they're not technically clothes, is these two pieces of jewelry. Well, there's this one and there's this one. I bought them at the same time from a used bookstore in my town. This one is a Harry Potter necklace. It's a feather that says Wingardium Leviosa on it, which, I mean, it's pretty freaking cool. And then this one is Alice in Wonderland. It's a bottle that says Eat Me. Technically, I should probably say Drink Me. And a mushroom. I don't have any new school supplies this month, but I have been continuously writing in this journal because I have to for my writing class. I have filled that much of the book. So, I mean, about a third, I'd say. Maybe even a little over a third. So, I'm very proud of myself. For books this month, I didn't actually do a ton of reading. I could get into why, but I'm gonna try and be brief about it. I started reading The Siren by Kira Cass, and long story, but she actually published that book in 2009, and I read that version originally, and so I fell in love with that book. It was like my favorite book ever. And so just a couple months ago I bought The Siren because I wanted to have it on my shelf forever. What I didn't realize is that she'd gone and rewritten and republished the story, and I now have the new version. And it is next to impossible to get your hands on a copy of the old version. That's why I've been frequenting places like used bookstores. I'm just desperately trying to get a copy. So the new version of The Siren by Kira Cass, I'm sure if it's the only version you've read, you probably think it's awesome. I think it's pretty good, but I'm sorry, it's nowhere near the original. The original was a million times better, and I just want to cry at the idea that she looked at it and thought, I'm gonna change it. So if Kira Cass ever sees this, thanks, but can I get an old copy, please? That'd be great. Another book I've been into but haven't actually read in a while is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I've mentioned this in the past, and I've just been really into it again recently. I've been writing a lot of stuff based on it, and it's kind of difficult because I don't have my copy right now, but theoretically I'll be getting it back soon. Movies this month. I have been really into the movie Anastasia. I know it's an old movie, but I never had seen it until this month, and I watched it a number of times, and I think it's brilliant. For music this month, I have to say it again, Hamilton. I've been kind of back into it because I've had a couple of experiences this month where I did like some Hamilton sing-along stuff with some friends, and that kind of got me back into it, and it was really fun actually. Funny story, we had these friends over, and the two guys were up in the kids' room, and they were doing a sing-along to What Did I Miss, and the girl and I, like, one of the friends and I, we were downstairs and we heard it, and so we snuck to the top of the stairs and filmed through the glass door, and they didn't see us, and then right on the last What Did I Miss, I burst in through the door and sang the last line. It was pretty awesome. We have it all on tape. I don't currently have access to that footage, and I doubt my brother would like it to be on the internet, but just trust me when I say it happened. Also, I've been really into Harry Connick Jr.'s Christmas album from, I don't know how long ago it was. I think it's called When My Heart Finds Christmas. I think that's the name of the album. I have been in love with that album for years. It's my favorite Christmas album ever. I never get sick of it. And because I was so excited for Christmas this month, I've been listening to it quite a bit on buses and stuff. So hopefully I haven't gotten sick of it. I don't think I have. I listened to it yesterday, and it doesn't seem to bother me. For YouTubers this month, I have once again been watching Thomas Sanders quite a lot. I just think that his content is so pure. It's so great. It makes me smile. Even when he's not trying to make me smile, he just makes me smile. And this month, even just like a few days ago, I discovered the Hillywood show. The story behind that is I was waiting for class to start in kind of this lounge area outside my classroom, and a couple of the other students in my class were around, and one of them, I was zoned out, I was on the computer, and one of them I overhear starts saying to another one, like, when that video came out, I was really sick, but I watched it and it cured me or something like that. I mean, of course she was exaggerating, but I perked up and I was like, sorry, what video were you talking about? And she goes, oh, the Supernatural parody. I'm like, what? And she goes, you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. You have a computer, you have internet, watch it right now. I'm like, okay, I will. So I looked it up, Supernatural parody by The Hollywood Show. I'm sure many of you have seen it. It's hilarious. It's spot on. If you watch like the side-by-side comparison, you see exactly how many references they managed to pull in, not just from the Supernatural show, but from the music video of Shake It Off, which is what they're doing. And also the costuming and the makeup is just incredible. Like, it took me a minute before I realized, oh man, that's a girl. That's a girl playing Dean Winchester. And weirdly enough, she makes an oddly hot guy. So then I started watching some of their other parodies, and I have this thing now where I watch, before bed, I watch the Pirates of the Caribbean parody, the Sherlock parody, which is top notch. Like, she looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. It's incredible. And then the Supernatural parody, and then the Doctor Who parody, because it's just insane how much she looks and acts like the characters, and the production quality is incredible. Like, when I started watching the first one for the first time, I was thinking it would be dumb, but I started seeing like the dance moves and everything. I'm like, whoa, these guys know what they're doing, and they're doing it really well. So, Hollywood Show, props to you, man, and I'm absolutely subscribed. And we're at the experiences part of the favorites video, and I have a few this month. One of them has just been writing. I've been doing a lot more creative writing this month, especially within like the past week, and I've just been really enjoying it. I don't know, I have like some sort of creative thing going right now. And I've just been pumping out little stories, and they make me so happy, and I've actually been posting them, some of them on my Tumblr and stuff, and people seem to really like them, so that's really encouraging. I haven't tried writing a book. I don't have any ideas for a book, but I would really like to. Another thing I discovered this month was the cinnamon caramel cider at Waves Coffee Shop, and it is just incredible. And my final favorite experience for this month also happened very recently. It was going to see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them with my brother. First of all, I've never been to a movie with just my brother before, and it was pretty awesome. Like, we had a great time. We went to A&W, we got popcorn, and we watched this movie. We both kind of cried a little bit. We cried at the I cried at the previews because it played the Beauty and the Beast trailer, and I just lost it. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I really did want to see Moana, and I still would love to, but I mean, my brother didn't really care about that. And he was the one who said, hey, we should go see Fantastic Beasts, and I'm not gonna say no if my brother asks me to go see a movie. And I'm not gonna say, yeah, we should, but let's see a different one. Maybe if we saw more movies, I would do that. But he didn't care about Moana until I told him that Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote music for it, and then he was like, oh, now I've gotta see it. And I do want to talk about Fantastic Beasts a little bit. I'll try not to spoil anything. Eddie Redmayne does a fantastic job as Newt Scamander. I love his character. I love how kind of awkward he is a little bit. Like, he's very kind and gentle and eccentric, I think. But he also has this stance where he kind of leans a little bit all the time. Like, he's always kind of giving the smolder face, you know? And he has such a kind soul. Like, if anything happens to any of the creatures, he's actually, like, you see him wiping his tears away, like he's crying. Like, he has such a big heart about all of these creatures. Ezra Miller's character was, well, it killed me, let's just put it that way. Let's just say he reminded me of a different character from something completely different, and that character is, like, my favorite character in the history of ever. And to see this character in this movie, who reminds me of this character, going through a lot of stuff. I don't want to risk spoiling anything, but let's just say he's not a happy character, and it really hurt me because I was seeing this other character going through all this stuff, and yeah, so I was kind of just crying throughout the whole thing. I spent the entire movie either doing this or doing this. Like, I was just in a state of shock the whole time. Anyway, that is it for this week's video. I don't know if I'm going to do any more sit-down nap time videos during Vlogmas because I'm going to be putting up a video every day. So if I have time, if I have ideas, I might take the time to sit down and make one of these. I don't know though. So, I mean, definitely stay tuned for my Vlogmas videos. And this might be the last time I sit down and talk to you until after Christmas. So if that's the case, then Merry Christmas and goodbye. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.